Hi, my name is Charmaine Porter. I graduated in 2010 from the Justice Building, and I'm now a junior at Rhode Island College, and I'm studying English and creative writing. First, I'm going to talk about how to read a syllabus. If you don't know what a syllabus is, it's pretty much a very detailed course description that teachers give out to students on the first day of the class that you will be taking. Um, it has all the important information that you need to know to successfully complete the class. So they're very, very important papers. It's a very important paper to hold on to. Um, some important features on a syllabus. First off is the course objectives. Teachers generally write 1 to 2 paragraphs about the goals of the course. What do they expect out of you? What do they expect you to learn? That way you know exactly what you're going to be getting out of the class, and you know right away whether or not it's even worth taking. Next, we'll have at the end of your syllabus, usually at the end, there's a course schedule. Pretty much all the important dates and due dates of all your work. Any readings that you'll have to do will be listed on the course schedule. Any papers, any major papers especially. Generally, tests are also on the schedule, but a lot of times teachers will reschedule tests. But it's always a good idea to just take note when the tests are, because that way you know are on the schedule, because that way you have an idea of when your test is going to be. There's also generally teachers also like to write descriptions of major assignments or any assignment that's going to be repeated, like journal entries. They have a little description of what they want in the journal entry. So if you have to do that every class, you have to write one. Then you'll know what they're looking for. And there's usually a short description on papers. That way, if you have any questions right away, you'll be able to ask them. The syllabus should also include all the books that you need for the class. And most importantly, it will have contact information for your teacher and their office hours. This is important because I've never taken a class where I did not need to email the teacher at least once. If you miss class, you need to email the teacher, or you need to call the teacher. If you have some crazy assignment that you don't understand, you might want to email the teacher or talk to the teacher. If you need help from class, you might want to meet with the teacher in their office during their office hours. And what's great about office hours, specifically at Rhode Island College, is that if a teacher is teaching like 10 different classes, they'll give you different office hours for some of the classes. So it's not like you're trying to meet with when 60 other students are also trying to get your teacher's attention. Next, also on a syllabus would be classroom policies. Things like you cannot use your cell phone in class. You cannot use your laptop in class. Some teachers allow you to use your laptop in class. That should be included on classroom policies. It will also have like an attendance policy, and like whether or not you can skip 4 classes and get away with and still get an A. Most teachers don't let you do that. And last but not least, there will be a grading breakdown in your syllabus. A teacher is going to list out how much certain assignments, or all your assignments, affect your grade by percentage. For example, my non-fiction creative writing teacher says that we have to do exercises, which are due every class. Those are worth 10 points each. Then my workshop essays, and I have to do 2 of those, are worth 80 points each. And then critiques are 5 points each. Portfolios are 30 points. Quizzes are 10 points. And that gives us 530 points, and then he gives us a grade scale. So depending on the percentage of those points that you get, it'll say A is 94% and above, and A minus is 90 to 93%. A B would be 84 to 85%, etc., etc., etc. This way you know how much each assignment goes towards your grade. This is very helpful if you plan on skipping an assignment, because it might help you think twice about doing that. But it's also sometimes comforting because they'll say you have 10 quizzes and all the quizzes together are only worth 10% of your grade. And so it's okay if you do a little bit lousy on a couple of the quizzes, because it won't affect your grade so much. However, it's not something that I would recommend to purposely do lousy. It's just a useful tool. Now I want to talk about how I use my syllabus, because I think it would be really helpful for other students to know. First of all, I always keep my syllabus. A lot of students like to throw it out after like the first day of class because, oh well, the teacher read it to us and now we don't ever have to look at it again. And that's not true. Especially when there's something like your course schedule and due dates and everything on your syllabus. So always keep it handy. Because a lot of the people who do throw it away are always the ones to ask the question like, oh, when is this due? Or, oh, I didn't know we had to blah blah blah. And the teacher was like, well, it was in your syllabus and I can't help you. And honestly, the teacher is right. Personally, I like to make notes on my syllabus. I don't keep a calendar, and some people, I know a lot of people do, but because I don't, and I'm constantly looking at my schedule, my syllabi, I write notes about important dates and tests. On this syllabus, I have a lot of dates of when I'm supposed to check out books from the library, because it's an English class and I can get books from the library. So here, this is for me to check out a book. This is a conference that I'm going to, so I have to let my teacher know that I don't have class on that day. This, I have to renew the book that I checked out because it'll be due at the library. So if you don't keep a calendar, then making notes on your syllabus and constantly checking them and looking at them. I like to, before I even like start the class, when I get to a class, I like to just check the syllabus just to make sure I have everything I need that day. If you do keep a calendar, then I highly suggest that as soon as humanly possible, you write down important deadlines from your syllabus into that calendar. Specifically, test dates and major due dates for like big papers. Because if you look at your calendar regularly and you look ahead of time and stuff, you need to know when a paper is going to be due, um, especially if it's going to be like something crazy like 8 to 20 pages. Um, but for now, that's pretty much it. And yeah, how do I end this?
Just click